not a horror movie, but a suspense movie. It's also a whodunit movie is coming. And that's Knives Out 3 is coming, everybody. Because Knives Out has been doing really well for Rian Johnson. And Rian Johnson, came forward talking about this because he said he couldn't really talk about it with all the WGA strike going on. But now that that's done, he's like, I can finally say I've resumed working on Knives Out 3. Now that, the Writers Guild is off, we're not doing that anymore. And obviously he couldn't work on it during the strike. So he said he didn't, but he might have. He might have. I mean, he writes and directs these. So, maybe he didn't, but he may have had some ideas he was putting out there. I'm just saying, but he said that he's gone forward. He's working on it right now. He's got the setting. He's got what the movie is all about in his head. And it's just a matter of writing the damn thing is exactly what he said. So he's still working on that, but he's trying to strike out a completely new direction, tonally and thematically, and he says he's just going to keep making these movies. He was talking about this being like, of course I'm doing Knives Out 3. I'm going to do as many as I can until Daniel Craig stops answering his phone. I'll keep making them, he said, which I thought was kind of hilarious. But the first one came out in 2019. This one came out in 2022 on Netflix. And now we're getting a third one. And honestly, these movies are a lot of fun to me. I love these whodunits. And he does a great job. Even that box in the second one, that the puzzle, and you have the girl just like smashes it to shit just to get inside of it because she knows there's something inside. It shows how some people love diving into we're gonna figure this out, and other people are just like, fuck this, I want to get to the idea. I want to get to the case, end it, and figure this out. So I think it's good. I love this last one. I think the next one could be great if he keeps on the same path as these. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But he's going to keep making these movies. So Knives Out 3 is moving forward. Are we excited about it? Do we hate this? Should we stop? That's the question out there. Lexi, what do you think? Have you seen these before? Do you want to see a third one? And do you want to see a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th? What do you think?
I was under the last one was Glass Onion, by the way. Everybody's
yeah.
Yeah. Me? Are you talking to me?
No, I just the chat was talking about it. So
you're talking to me?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My earbud wasn't in. I was like, what? Huh? No one's talking. I didn't realize.
I was under the impression just from the Glass Onion one that this was an ongoing series. So I'm not surprised. Like, I was like, okay, when is the next one? Like, I thought this was a continued ongoing series. Like, I thought that that's what the whole intention of it was. So I'm not only not surprised. I'm like, yeah, I thought that's what the intention was. That was not the intention. So
a second.
Because that's not like the way he titled Glass Onion. It was like Knives Out, a Glass Onion, like you know what I mean? Like, so I was under the impression with that titling and what have you that this is just going to be like a whole thing, like an ongoing series. And once again, with the casting is the kind of casting that you have an ensemble cast, so you're just going to bring them back over and over and over until you kill characters, essentially. So,
did you like these movies?
I don't watch them. I know Rachel watches them. She's a big fan. But I don't see anything about them to not like. They look very appealing. I'm not into murder mysteries. I don't watch a lot of crime drama, that kind of stuff. But like I said, everything about them looks excellent. The casting is great. The sets look excellent. The props look great. Like, there's nothing about them that looks unappealing. So I don't see why they wouldn't do bad. I know that Justin, my co-host, he's a big fan. So I know that Rachel's a big fan. So everybody around me is like really, really
all about these
into them. And the people that are supportive of them are people whose opinion I respect. So I would say that they're probably good movies. And I know that Daniel Craig is a wonderful actor.
Fantastic. His accent's a little strange, but I like it. It's a little strange.
It's very southern. It's not bad. He does a good job.
I like it. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think Lexi, these are just good movies? They'll keep going for a long time, or do you think that they need to stop after the second one?
No, I don't want them to stop at all. I think they're amazing. This is exactly the kind of movie I like, which is weird. And I mean, it's not weird. It's weird that I'm promoting a sequel or a prequel or a quadruple or a fucking 85 anything. I'm an original kind of person. Everyone who watches this show knows that. However, in this instance, it's like a completely different story. It just follows, Daniel Craig as the detective. So like how he gets into the situation is different. The people are different. Like there's no recurring cast members except for him. So I feel like it's like kind of like a Sherlock Holmes situation where you can just put him in a bunch of different scenarios with a bunch of different people and be totally fine. So the first one was amazing. The second one was really good. I feel like it wasn't as good as the first one, but it was really fucking good. And it's such an ensemble cast experience, and it keeps you guessing, and it's so much fun that I'm super excited to watch another one, honestly. And I think Daniel Craig does a spectacular job. So yeah, I'm honestly all for this, which you'll hear me say very little times on the show. Hi, Kevin Davis. Welcome back, bud.
Yeah, Kevin Davis. And also Richard out there too, Richard Tracy. You're right.
Totally.
Don't trust that butler.
Yeah.
Don't trust the fucking butler. You never know what that butler's got behind closed doors.
Well,
He's doing something weird. He might be killing some bitches. I don't know. Don't trust the butler.
As far as the Knives Out are concerned, don't trust anyone, really. Okay, let's be clear. Do not trust anyone. I like that there's like that periodical of like satire fucking shit that's called The Glass Onion. I like that it's a Beatles song that's called Glass Onion. I like that they called it Glass Onion, the second one. I hope they're as creative with the third installment name as well. Also, Queen, totally agree with you. Guessing murder is always fun.
Yeah.
Especially when it keeps you guessing. You don't know. Like, I hate when I know, and I'm like, ugh, I knew that in the first 8 minutes. Like, that's so annoying.
It's why I think that Only Murders in the Building is done so well too.
Yeah, 100%. Because you're always like, wait, is this person? This person? You know, it's
Good, Paul.
It keeps you guessing, and that keeps the person watching, the audience, engaged. You know, which is kind of hard to do a lot of times. So I appreciate it. I think it's great. And Rachel's absolutely correct. There are isolated stories, so you can make 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
You can
matter.
watch them any order you want to.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's great.
Kind of story
and by the way, way more successful than Murder at the Orient Express and fucking all the other fucking 3 of those bullshits. Yeah. Like, this is way better. Please keep doing it. I'm totally.
Hammer kind of that whole thing with the scandal last time. That's what kind of ruined the last one.
And I did it.
Fireworks, Sabrina said. Oh, what do you think? Have you seen these movies? She's got fireworks. That's how she ends her statements, with fireworks.
Or with love. One or the other.
Oh, have you seen these? Do you think this is a good idea to keep making these? Are you excited that third one's coming? That Rian Johnson's been talking about this? What do you think?
Yeah.
You can't see my face, but I am all grins. You can probably just imagine. I just love this series so much, and Rian Johnson is one of my favorite working directors right now. And it's also the fact that, you know, this movie was released in the theaters before it came to exclusively on Netflix, and it made quite a bit of money for a film that was supposed to just go on Netflix, and it proved that people want to see things in theaters. And this series is just so well done. It's so meticulous and fun. And I'm a big fan of murder mysteries. I even love I know you probably guys were mentioning the Kenneth Branagh series. I still like them. I have fun with them.
Not as good. They're fine. They're not as good.
They're not as good as this. This is the.
I mean, I watched that Adam Sandler one too. It's fine. It's not as good.
Yeah. If you want a good series of like a whodunit murder mystery with a character going to a different place and having different people to interact with, I highly recommend Poker Face with Natasha Lyonne.
Oh, I love her.
And she's in Glass Onion, which Poker Face is made by Rian Johnson, so it's all like connected.
She's in Glass Onion?
Yeah, she's at the beginning when he's.
Oh, she's with Kate Hudson, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, with him or with Kate? Wasn't she with Kate Hudson?
She was on the Zoom call when he was.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh. And it's all connected.
So trippy.
It's all connected. It's all connected.
Right.
Yeah,
Kate Hudson, by the way, spectacular in Glass Onion.
Who's that?
Kate Hudson. She was spectacular.
Oh God, yeah. Everybody. Yeah. That's another thing. The cast is spectacular.
Amazing.
Like Chris Evans in the first movie, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, the tier of people.
Michael Shannon
for every movie.
Oh.
Yeah, Michael Shannon was funny. Oh my
so
God.
good.
Awesome.
Didn't know he could be that funny. Apparently, Chris Evans there was a scene where he's like trying to feed Chris Evans a cookie. And Chris Evans said he was trying not to break character.
That's awesome. I mean, look at that star-studded cast. I mean, you can tell they're having a great time making these. The fact that like Ryan's like all about them, especially like it's such a hit going off of like, you know, he tried to do the Star Wars and that kind of fell through. And they were talking about even more Star Wars movies, but I think he found some gold here and he just needs to stick to it. Because I think if it's doing this well and people are loving it, and Netflix is all about making them.
Of them, I'd be okay.
Hi, Jacob.
Hey, K. Jacob.
What up, K. Jacob?
IPA Sessions, everybody, check it out. Yeah, I think that they could make a movie of these two. I think this is a great idea for me. I'm a fan of it. I'll check out Poker Face. That sounds great. I remember when that came out. I think it was on Peacock, right?
She also has a great show called Russian. I think it's called Russian Dolls or Russian Doll or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking amazing.
I recently saw one of her first movies, But I'm a Cheerleader. I've never seen it before, and
That's a great movie.
I highly recommend that one because
that movie.
It's very camp. And I thought I was watching a John Waters film for a minute, but it's not. And it's a really fun film. I recommend that. I have a big crush on Natasha Lyonne.
She was the best part of American Pie. Let's be clear. Okay.
Oh yeah.